Kinsano gets really good once she gets to 4th point, where she can start dropping in hogs as well as say the napalm missiles. So if it gets to that point, Kinsano is actually to be pretty damn intimidating for any Banished player, any player in general. So let's see what Almirante can actually get into here. Starting off with the Jackrabbit first in the red. Almirante playing as Kinsano representing Team Mexico. Viva la Mexico! And on the Azul side, the blue side, Mike Beaston, fan favorite, of course, as I've said a million times, running Colony. Now, Nick,
Harvester.
Mike does this play every single time he plays Frontier. He will go for the Colony. He will get the Hunter Captain out. He wants the first place prize, so he is just going to be very consistent and do the same play. Now, if any player can prepare for this, they can certainly pull off a win. Nick, what do they have to do as UNSC to stop a Hunter Captain?
Augmented Harvester upgrade complete.
They need to bring the attack out towards the middle of the map. They can't have the Goliath and the Hunter Captain push towards the enemy's base. I don't see that being a good play here. You need a choke point for those Goliaths.
If we're going to produce any power, we'll need a generator.
Some Goliaths going. Needs to get aggressive with some flamers, some snipes, some marines for Almirante. Keep the fight towards the center of the map. Keep them away from your base. As much as you typically like to fight at home and play the defense, I don't necessarily want to do that against Colony, especially if Suicide Grunt's circuiting into that mix. It could be a messy play, so I prefer out in the open, keep these fights away from your base. So I think that's what Almi's got to do.
Nick,
Harvester,
you were just so knowledgeable there. I feel like you should write a book on Halo Wars 2 plays.
Oh, it's in the works.
I quite enjoyed that conversation. Mike Beaston stealing the mini base on Almirante's side of the center. Wondering, as he did last game as well, that we watched him do this exact same kind of concept. He's going to take his middle mini as well. So he's going to get both middle minis. That's going to give him fantastic control. Also, Chopper and Rapid are contesting each other over this power crate on the right side of the map. Of course, that Chopper sitting inside of that healing spire will be looking very good. He's just going to have continuous heals, and he doesn't have to worry about fighting that Rabbit. Actually, he's just going to... The Rabbit's going to continually chase. No, he's going to go... Oh, yes, he is.
Try to get away.
War Council.
Mini base count 2-1 in favor of Mike Pat.
Where could very shortly be 4-2.
Where's Almi's? Where's the rest of them?
I think he was a little slow in the situation. I want to take a look at his main base. Going Armory Fit, trying to get Kinsano ASAP. Of course, if he does get the upgrade for Kinsano very quickly, getting the Flame Wall, she is actually fairly intimidating.
Ready to
so
use.
This is actually the same kind of build that Mike likes to go in order to get his hero out on a reasonable time. Of course, Almirante just a little bit behind here. There we go, purchase Kinsano Cyclops there at the 2-minute 37-second mark. Going to be getting Kinsano out across the map. If you attack minis with Kinsano, it is so annoying, but even more so, Nick, which a lot of people don't expect, is how strong Kinsano is against early armies. It's actually ridiculous. Flame Wall can shred units. Almirante, of course, also dropping in the Hellbringers here. The reason why you want to drop the Hellbringers the second that you get that leader point is that way you can get the cooldown kicking again, so you can get your next round of Hellbringers very quickly. And a lot of players like to go Hellbringer 1 and 2 instead of going for napalm missiles or other third points. So I'm really curious to see what Almirante will do in this Colony Goliath Hunter Captain situation.
It looks like he's just going to push right into the main with those 4 units, try to cause a nuisance, or try to be a nuisance. Hunter Captain out though, I don't see what necessarily Almi can stop
These guys are really
Mike's Hunter Captain with right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Of course, Nick, as we've talked about in the past as well, getting some snipers out to deal with Goliath is actually, not Goliath, the Hunter Captain itself is actually one of the best moves you can make as UNSC. And of course, Suicide Grunt's rolling out for Mike Beaston as well, so he's going to be ready to see this Kinsano. Is he getting the upgrade? Kinsano is not currently... Oh, there it is, right as I went to it. Getting the Flame Wall upgrade right now. So it's definitely a little bit later than projected. We'll see what Kinsano can do here against all these starting
enemy infantry. Over!
Nice bit of Suicide Grunts. The Kinsano getting rammed, slows her down. Hunter Captain doing a nice bit of damage here in the center of the map.
This is actually really bad for
go down.
Almirante. If he loses this, he's going to lose this Kinsano in the first 5 minutes. This Kinsano walked across the map and then got one-shotted. He really needed to wait to get into any engagements before he got Flame Wall just to get that higher HP health bar. His Kinsano is also slow as hell. He's just going to get chased.
Yeah, and Chopper's going to be able to ram this here.
Oh my god. Turret coming up right now as well.
One of these units has to be able to ram it.
Oh,
there it is. There's a hit.
Run away.
No health left.
No, you need to save that Almirante. He almost
Turret
should just
constructed.
let that Kinsano die so that way he can make another one or try to get it
Our
out
base
very
is under
quickly
attack.
because
It looks like he's trying to wrap it all the way around towards the regen.
he actually canceled the flame wall ability. No, he didn't. He does still have it. Okay, it's just the health bar is so low.
Kinsano
in
just
Tech
got his
1
shields
here.
back.
Under fire from ground troops.
Kinsano, you risky
She's
baby.
gonna get away.
Supply
Now, Mike
pad
Beast on
constructed.
getting to that really scary point of the game where he can just walk up to the front door and continue to rally Goliath and various other units. Barracks now going down for
He's gonna be able to start
Almirante.
dropping him in a
I
second.
think he realized too late that he needs to have a barracks, Nick. He doesn't have a barracks on the map.
That's a good drop right there. Stuns.
Taunt goes down as well. Flame
Doesn't
Wall is
matter.
actually
There's
going to
a
hit
taunt.
this
Base is
corner
under
of the units.
attack.
Mike's going to have to micro out, and he doesn't. He's actually going to be taking a lot of DPS on all these units. The Ram goes down to stop it. Hunter
Ram
Captain
there.
can very easily
Generator upgrade
pick off
complete.
the shield of
Barracks
Kinsano.
constructed.
Anti-infantry turret now going up for Almirante, so he should be able to successfully defend this just because Goliaths are going to take a hot minute to reach the connection on those turrets, Nick.
Turret constructed.
Man, I can't believe that.
Almi's sitting on a point. Actually, just spent it. We'll see. Mike has Goliath drop. I'd imagine right here. He needs to get those Goliaths down. Get a little bit aggressive
Supply
here. He's up
pad
40 to
upgrade
21 on
complete.
unit count.
I'd say dropping it down on the main is actually a very risky business kind of a play. So in this situation, Mike Beaston's making the most of it, and he's going to be pushing to a mini base, and I'm assuming he's going to drop Goliath there just to get his army comp a little bit more beefy
Watch tower
before he
constructed.
continues to move on to the next mini base. Of course, Almirante still does have 3 mini bases to 2, and for some reason, Mike Beaston being super slow on grabbing his last mini base, Nick. Oh, Almirante with the base buy as well. That's actually very cheeky. That's a very cheeky play.
Look at that Kinsano getting a heal on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, she's gonna be staying up. That's actually really good because she has killed a decent amount of units, so she can.
Pretty close to veterans.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you get a veteran Cyclops from Kinsano with high
Our
torque
base.
joints. You're looking
Assailed.
pretty damn good. I want to see snipers roll out here from Almirante. Looks like he's going to be
Mike
making.
just
some
got the
Hellbangers.
spot. By the way, on that secondary base.
This is actually something I'm really enjoying here from Almirante. He's getting aggressive, Nick. I think Almirante has enough turrets here to actually hold off any aggressive push here from the colony player. If not, they'll give him enough time
Leader
to
power ready.
actually do some DPS. Of course, both of these players have their armies split
Power-
at both
power
bases,
node
Nicholas.
stolen.
Almirante forced to cancel his expo, and he definitely realizes that. That's a
Our
very
base.
wise decision, in my
They
opinion.
attack.
2 anti-infantry turrets now for Almirante.
So the problem right here, Mike's leaving Almirante's mini base on his side of the map right now, giving Almirante a little extra vision. He's going to be able to produce units out of it as well. And we're going to see some flame drops right here.
There's the double, so he did upgrade
double.
it. So he is looking pretty good right now. Honestly, this aggression, he
Getting
could
bugged
easily
by
shut down this
infantry.
army
Can I
right
get a hand
here.
here?
Mike Beaston realizes that. He's going to have to pull back.
Mike's got a turn.
Almirante still hanging
quick
on in
enough,
this
though.
game, even though he was definitely about to lose that
These
Kinsano a
guys
while
are
ago.
really
Here
annoying.
comes the ability to drop in the flame wall on the base and do a lot of DPS. Almirante getting himself in a really good position to that. Kinsano Cyclops doing
Being
a lot of damage
engaged
to
by
these
enemy
basic units
vehicle.
as well.
Place your bets.
2 Goliaths now showing up as well. There goes the flame wall on the rest of the buildings on the right side of the base.
Just needs to get a ram on that.
He
Just
did
cancels
have
it right
to
there.
Cancel it, yeah, right there. It's actually a very good play from Mike Beaston, just stopping that early attack power from Kinsano under flame wall. Guess who
Command
just
center
arrived?
upgrade
Big Daddy Hunter
complete.
Captain and his long, slow
fighting
trek
up
across the
ground
map.
troops over here.
Kinsano
Feel free
needs
to
to get
help
out
out.
of here very quickly. Needs to
Hellbringers
individually
report.
select her and get her out of this mess. Both Hellbringers and the
Almirante
Warthog
has
drop
the
there.
drop.
Gonna be
Warthog
able to
drop
stun
through.
all of these units too here. That's very tough. The taunt goes down. Gonna be
What a great
saving
taunt,
these units
though.
alive. Almirante is not gonna be able to get his Kinsano out, and will lose. 100 Brad's gonna go down and kill
Wow.
so many of these units.
Mike just wrecked everything there.
Oh my. 2 Warthogs now left. Need to get out of there. Save their value as best you can. Almirante did actually lose one to the Hunter Captain snipe. And then Almirante's push was completely
Our base.
thwarted. At what
Assailed.
cost? Killing 1 building, losing his entire army. Very tough situation there for Almirante. Almirante
Take a look
now-
at the unit count too. 51 to 25.
Yeah, Mike's
In favor
looking
of
so
Mike.
good. Almirante
He needs a
forced to
secondary
cancel
base
that
immediately.
Focus
Yeah,
needs
honestly, Almirante's
researched.
canceled that base might have been a little preemptive. He
fire
could have
from
forced
enemy ground
Mike to
troops.
force or continue an attack on his side of the map before canceling that base.
enemy has captured
might
our
even have been
power
worth
node.
the 500 supply wasted in all realism.
Leader power
But
ready.
at this point, he's truly behind.
Under fire from ground troops.
Let's see what he's able to do
Garage
here.
constructed.
Gonna try to control the
Dispersion
middle of the
nozzles
map.
researched.
Rangers and Banshees now rolling out as well for Mike. Mike now buying that second base, having that confidence to push up. I bet we see some Marauders here fairly shortly as well. Goliath showing up to Almirante's mini base and taking it down. Still 2-2 mini base wise, Nick.
But Mike did pick up his secondary base. That'll be up and running in a bit, so we all know. A few more minutes. If Almirante
Supply
doesn't get a
pad
secondary base up,
constructed.
this game's going to get out of his hands very quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mike finally getting a spot on that mini base.
Our base.
Or the mini base
They
to
attack.
Mike's side of the map, and that'll be gone very soon. Almirante losing control of his side very quickly.
We're under attack from ground troops.
Here we have Almirante.
Mike actually canceling
grabbing
it.
Oh, actually, there's a Goliath here with a Skitter sitting at this mini, so there's no way that Almirante can actually purchase that back and
Marines under
regain
fire
control
from-
of
Upgrade
that.
complete.
At least not successfully. I think it might be a little of a
Supply
preemptive
pad
buy.
upgrade
Oh, he does have
complete.
high torque joints now
Leader
on the
power
Quintana.
ready.
So Sano's going to be coming back to do a little bit of
Under
DPS and be
fire
a little
from
bit annoying.
enemy
Nick.
units.
Our base is under
Almirante
attack.
has his drop, his Warthog drop in, and he also put enough pressure onto Mike that Mike had to cancel his secondary base. So no secondary base from anyone. Actually, Mike getting his up on the other side now. About
Skitter-
40 seconds
yeah.
out from it. Let's see
Supply
if
pad
Almirante
constructed.
spots it.
Very true. Almirante actually managed to climb his way back pretty closely in army supply. Now it's 46 to 50 in favor of Mike still by just a hair. Actually, that Goliath right there is going to make it even. Actually,
Our base.
Warthog goes down at the same time. Consano's
Assailed.
now showing up as well.
War
I think
Council
she's a little
constructed.
bitter after getting picked off by the Hunter Captain earlier. Actually, Consano has a higher health
Hunter
bar
Captain
now.
might go down here.
If anything, Hunter Captain's going to try to back up. Taunt goes down. That's not really going to help you out there, buddy, is it?
I
Consano's just going to
think that was a misclick.
If anything, now that Hunter Captain
Can't imagine why he would want that.
Veteran C1 at last
Outpost
might actually keep it alive for a little bit longer, but there
Allies.
goes the Ram, and
On
Hunter
your
Captain does go down. That's a huge loss for Mike. Now Almirante up
Our
10
base is
supply.
under
Play to call the taunt there.
Yeah, I think he should have just tried to get out. Even the
Siphon
animation alone there was
overcharge.
just
Research.
not very promising here for Mike. Keep in mind that Mike is still up 2 bases now, 2-1 in the situation. He ended
Harvester
up buying the
constructed.
base on the left of his side, just to make sure to reestablish that eco, as Almirante did push and kill it in the middle of that engagement. Nick, this could be a very interesting attack. Inferno is on the way for Almirante.
Sano
He's certainly
going.
got it here.
I'm under attack from ground troops. Over.
That shield is up right now. Going to be able to hold it off, I think, just a little bit here.
Yeah.
Needs to save a ram for that flame wall.
Getting
Needs
there's
to
your
ram
flame
it.
wall right
Can I get
there.
a hand here?
Something.
Oh no, he has nothing
Leader
actually at the
point
moment
earned.
here to actually
nothing to
stop
stop
that
that.
flame wall. Flame wall's
Okay,
just going to
there
go
it
down
goes.
successfully. There goes the
And
Inferno
this
drop.
could be troublesome.
This is going to be actually terrifying.
Perhaps a little
Engineer
preemptive.
Swarm drops
Leader
as
power
well at the
ready.
same time. Although, man, I want to be honest with you, this army's looking a lot better
Wow.
and more in favor of Almirante as he gets aggressive here. Hunter Captain does come out in the nick of time, needs to drop the taunt immediately. Hunter Brand's going to catch a lot of those units there at that little choke point. Right now,
Mike already called the taunt in.
They attack.
oh no, in that situation, Consano might have to back off. Of course, the Inferno did a lot of DPS
Our
in these
allies are in
buildings,
trouble.
but didn't kill them worth anything. These Hellbringers are going to have to focus the base while they walk around. Warthog's drops are also going to be coming in at the same time. Consano, you got to be doing more DPS, girl. A lot of these buildings here are super weak. Now, at the same time, Dispersion Nozzle's target firing this Hunter Captain, Nick. Even with the Siphon, that Hunter Captain's going to go down, and Almirante is about to have open season opportunity, and Mike has to
Mike.
resign. Wow.
Now, 0-1 Almirante.
That is
Playing an
absolutely
excellent
crazy.
second half of that game there.
I can't believe that. It all came down to Mike's faulty push with that Hunter Captain in the back of Almirante's base, Nick. There's nothing he could do there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry. Anders and Forger Man. So, Cutter.
That's right. So we got some really good UNSC players here going to be showcasing everything. You know, actually, Nick, I would say in this matchup that Anders is slightly in the upper hand simply because her drops are a little bit better. Of course, her Inferno.
Or Consano.
Yeah, Consano. She's a little bit. She's got the upper hand. If you think about it, these players, these two leaders, are actually two leaders who can repop nearly their entire armies on drops alone.
Within just a few seconds.
Yeah, the biggest difference being that Cutter's close air support is 1,500 supply, whereas Almirante with Consano will have an Inferno at 600 supply and power. So, of course, on the flip side as well, Inferno is also better than a close air support, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see here. Almirante going generator first. This is actually quite interesting.
We need a generator to produce power.
Okay, Consano, I hear
Gen
you.
first is Consano. We've seen this before.
Generator
Could
constructed.
be opting in, and he upgrades it immediately. Could be opting for the quick tech. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see what he pulls out here, because I think Cutter has a little bit of an advantage here in the early game. if Mike wants to win, I think it has to be in the early game because I think Cansano has better leader abilities
Supply
towards the
pad
mid and late
upgrade
game.
complete.
That gen could be costly for him,
Yeah,
especially if Mike takes advantage of it right now.
Yeah, both players kind of doing a mirror-esque environment or mirror-esque play, except one very important thing here is that Mike is going for
Mike going
triple
for the back mini base.
supply pad. You noticing that?
He's gonna get the back mini base.
Yoink. He's gonna yoink it.
Okay,
Supply
he
pad
got it.
constructed.
So it looks like he's gonna just try to go Marines at this point.
Oh my.
Mass Marines.
That's actually quite terrifying because in this situation for Almirante on this map alone on Rift, you really want to have equal mini base position because that one mini can actually cost you a lot of income and unit production. So Mike actually going for Generator 4th here, grabbing his own back mini, will now be getting...
Generator constructed.
He's got 3 to 1.
Gonna have 3. Yeah. And it's about to be 4 to 1.
So in this situation, though, at the same time, I want to think about devil's advocate kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's in this situation, having Cansano out really early game is a lot better than having
Mini base ready to use.
a Spartan out, of course.
Supply pad
hero-wise.
constructed.
So in my opinion, I bet you that Mike Bisson will go in for some snipe
Our
play
base
instead.
is under
Once he
attack.
gets the snipers out, of course, it'll be much more obnoxious to deal with. Almirante going Generator 5th now as well. So he's setting up for the quick tech game just as we predicted. So he's not even going to go for the Sano play, I presume. Oh, he is actually. He is going Armory. So once you get the Cansano out, he's going to try to harass minis, maybe take down the army as best he can. And if he actually pulls off winning the early
Armory
engagements,
constructed.
he's going to landslide into the late game, Nick. In a really good
Generator
way.
constructed.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So
See what he opts in for on these
Our
minis.
base is under attack.
barracks for Mike.
Like,
What are you going to do? Generator on the back.
Supply
ooh,
pad
generator.
constructed.
Yeah, cheeky cheek. Cheeky cheek, supply pad on the other one. So Almirante immediately going to have to apply pressure to the mini base on his side of the map. Absolutely respectable.
Notice
That's
that
what
Almi
you
got
should do.
that scout there. He sees that the generator's on that back base. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the first thing he goes for.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't set the rally point there immediately. He's actually setting it to
Generator
his side
constructed.
first to kind of take that down. He wants to establish that. But of course, all he has to do is walk that Cansano back there, and if Mike can't defend it, he's going to get a free generator kill.
It's gone.
And it's going to get even more ridiculous for
Cansano
him, in a good
reporting.
way.
Where do you want me?
Yeah.
Cansano rolling out as well. Man, she's real slow without the upgrades, man. She's real slow.
She needs that upgrade.
High torque joint.
Generator
Just realized
upgrade.
there's
27
a
to
broken-
15 here.
A broken jackrabbit there.
Jackrabbit under fire from ground troops.
Almirante going to get that base, no problem. Jackrabbit now back here as well, already applying some DPS to that generator. I'm surprised he's not dropping in the hell drop on top of this.
I'm receiving fire.
He might have done it somewhere else where I just didn't notice, or he didn't go at all. Oh yeah, he dropped it on his own mini first. Should be getting that hell drop back fairly soon here.
Hostile ground troops have got it in for me.
Scouting
Supply
this base
pad
as well for
constructed.
Mike at the same time. He should get a little bit more
Turret
knowledgeable
constructed.
about the situation and say, okay, so he's going to mass infantry, go figure. But at the same time, man, Mike's only got 1 barracks.
He's got 48 units against Almi's 15. Almi's investing into his base, getting turrets up,
base
obviously
is
getting
under attack.
Cansano's flame up. I think Mike's got to
Watchtower
get a little
constructed.
aggressive here. He's sitting on 48 units right now.
Leader power
Yeah.
ready.
I think it's a now or never kind of push here.
Yeah, but even with these turrets, though, all Almirante has to do is scout the advancing army and then upgrade to anti-infantry, and then there's actually physically nothing that Mike can do
We're
aggressively.
getting hit from above.
So Mike is just going to go grab power nodes on the map. He's already got 2. He's about to have 4. So once he has 4 power nodes, he has complete map control. He might actually be pretty even in the tech game, despite being slightly behind in production or building.
Mike getting Tech 2 right now.
Command center upgrade
Almirante.
complete.
Of course, in the lead there. And is going to opt for the vehicles. We're going to see some hogs, I'd imagine.
Now, Nick, what do I always say about hogs?
Flame
in
hogs to deal with
UNSC?
this.
You know what I always say? I always say that Hornets are
Well,
the best counter. I love
Yeah.
to see Hornets.
Sound off.
But
Leader point earned.
going up against Marines, though,
Well,
maybe
against
the
Marines
Flame Hogs
now.
are a good start, and then transition into those Hornets once you start wiping out those Marines.
Yeah. I will say that if
Leader
Mike
point
Mike's
Fine.
committed all in for this.
Yeah, exactly.
The 60 Marines.
Garage constructed.
I'm curious, honestly, if Mike
Upgrade
opts in
complete.
for Hornets instead. Once he scouts these, he might be looking
Going for
good.
air pads.
But yeah, exactly. So in this situation,
And
that's
getting a
exactly what you
secondary.
want to do. Well, actually, he's just doing a very basic grenade throw with
Can
the
we
combat
get some
tech marine
anti-air
build.
support
Grabbing the
ASAP?
expansion, trying to establish better eco dominance than Almirante as quickly as he can. both of these guys actually playing fairly conservative now that one of them is pushed up after scouting.
Yeah.
If I take a look, Mike actually knows about the triple turret setup on Almirante's base, and on the flip side, if you take a look, Almirante has knowledge of the expansion for Mike, and that's about it. Has no idea about his main base.
The enemy has captured our power
Generator
node.
going down.
Surprised
as
that
well.
Almirante just put the rally point on the opposite mini base that has a supply pad on it. He scouted earlier and saw that there was an advanced generator sitting on Mike's back mini base, but not going to go push that with Cansano's flame wall.
Fire base
He's
constructed.
going to walk past.
The high
Questionable play
torque
there.
joint is pretty much the best thing Cansano has to offer. Almirante inching closer and closer, the ability to start dropping in, like I said, he dropped in the Hellbringers here as well, getting closer and closer to the Warthog drop.
Barracks
Even though he's
constructed.
producing them at home, he could very easily keep producing them and get aggressive. Of course, Mike's army is split right now. He has 2 turrets to defend though, and Almirante is going to see that and be a little bit disappointed. He definitely has to back off in this situation. I wonder if Almirante is going to get the
Almirante's
opportunity.
about to get his drop though.
Oh, yep. Drops in the invis as well.
Close to it.
Smokes the Cansano. Cansano backs up. Both Hellbringers from Almirante's drop are gonna die. They do go down.
Engine revved and ready.
Mike Beaston getting the upgraded base. Almirante still not opting in for a second base. You must have to do that
Someone
soon.
get these ground pounders off of me.
We
Yeah.
saw that last
money.
game. He didn't get the secondary base.
Right.
He still won with Cansano's flame wall. Looks like this Cansano's just going to charge after these Marines or go for that secondary base.
Our
Right.
See
base
which one he
is
opts
under
for.
attack.
Just going to absolutely wreak havoc on those Marines.
Yeah.
The enemy
Surprised
has
he's not
captured
engaging
our
it. He's kind of
power
running
node.
away from it.
The speed of this Marine ball is so awesome.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Flamehawk's now applying some DPS to a garrison, making sure that Mike doesn't have that map
Marines
knowledge.
under assault from enemy ground forces.
Cansano getting absolutely split on.
Combat station
Gonna have to
upgrade
back off
complete.
in this situation. Almirante still not opting for the third base. All these Warthogs, unfortunately, cannot grab this power node.
Supply pad constructed.
Cansano being able to keep up with the Warthog speed. In fact, I think she might be a
We're
little
under
bit
attack
faster.
from ground troops.
No, it's about the same.
Turret
Flamehawks
upgrade.
coming in. I don't know what Mike's going to be
Leader
able to do to
power
stop
ready.
this here.
Having a couple Cyclops is cool, but they really aren't that good against vehicles, ironically enough.
No, you might as well just opt for Hornets at that point.
Yeah. And here comes the first big engagement here. As
Supply
long as
pad
Cansano stays
constructed.
back, she actually can drop the flame wall at the right time. Dropping in the missile stairs. That's going to stack on so
Great
many of those
carpet.
units. Great job dropping in the flame
Blazes
hogs
crawling
as
with
well.
enemy
Will be
infantry.
stunning basically
Over.
all of this army. Flame wall did go down, but did eventually get rammed as well. So the flame wall was actually canceled. Of course, at the same time, there goes the ODST drop on the army. Cansano is now stunned along with a bunch of the Warthogs. Mines going down from the ODSTs. They do get picked off. This is so back and forth, it's hard to tell who's winning. There's so much fire going down. Almirante now has the ability to attack the base without much contest. All of the drops here in favor
Look at all of the
Cansano
one-shots.
is actually
Taking
quite
fire
terrifying.
from ground troops.
Now having as well dispersion nozzles at his ability, Almirante's gonna be able to kill most of these if shooters. Gets the ram, mostly all of them die there. And that's the
That's it.
resign from Mike Beaston.
Wow.
Almirante is up
2 games in a
2-0.
row.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Vex bringing up a good point. Nobody really playing Banish this tournament.
Yeah, it's actually quite surprising. I think people might just be tired of seeing them.
Perhaps. Maybe a little worn out. It's been a long season.
Vex also saying Bet Pav is a sugar daddy. He is. He's got them dollars. All right, I can
Marry
see.
him up.
Almirante.
I can see as well.
Jackrabbit immediately on this map. You 100% want that speedy starting unit, and I bet you Mike is doing the same as he is. Nick, this could be another one of those mirror matches where it's so mirrory, you are actually terrified at how similar the players are reacting.
Yeah, we could see a
Supply
mirror
pad
all the way across the
constructed.
map for what they pick
Supply
up.
pad constructed.
Their exact plays could be pretty much the same here. By the way, just an update. Nakamura eliminated by Rockgen 2-0 in the semifinals. Loser side, it's Rockgen versus Cars and Cameras. We will cast that game
Supply pad
series
upgrade complete.
next. We've still got this one right here. This could be a long series. Mike has to do a reverse sweep here. Has to get 3 wins in a row if he wants to get to the finals through the winner's bracket.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. Jackrabbit off the rip, just being sent to grab supplies. This is generally speaking what a lot
Jackrabbit,
of the
fueled,
high-level
tuned,
players
and
do.
ready to go.
Instead of speeding across the map at Mach 10 to grab a mini base, you just want to go ahead and grab some supply crates.
We need power.
Just
Call in a
establish that.
generator.
Mike Beaston actually staying here to fight this Marine.
Jackrabbit under fire from
Look at
ground
this. Look at this interesting
Just a little bit
micro
angry here.
2 Jackrabbits
base
now for
constructed.
Almirante,
He's gonna lose
though.
that.
He's actually going
We
for
see
the...
Jackrabbits coming out.
This is quite interesting. Almirante has been known to do interesting plays like this in the past, and this map is
Look at the
very
dodge
decent
that
for
Mike
it.
is doing here, though.
Yeah, that micro is quite
Supply
fantastic.
pad
Oh, no, a little bit of a stop there.
One,
Oh! Jackrabbits have the
Can't he
accuracy
keep
of a
dodging
brick. They cannot shoot anything.
They-
Oh, man.
This is the chase of the year. I don't think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, he's going to have to back up.
Just leaves it away.
Almirante needs to get the timing down on the mini steal, so he's just going for it as quickly as he can. He's just going to get
Generator
knowledge
constructed.
on the map, see what's going on, try to steal mini, and at the same time, so is Mike. So Mike's going to yoink 1 mini base. Is he going to go for 2?
Supply pad
I'm going to
constructed.
try to follow this
Mike
as
needs to pick up
best
the
I
ones
can.
behind his base now.
Mike's going for Gen 5th, Nick. He's going for Gen 5th. He actually
It
canceled
makes sense
the
if he's
mini.
gonna go heavy on the
Enemy
supply. If
vehicles.
oh, wow.
Oh, and then he bought that
Oh,
one.
he goes for the one right in the center.
He wanted to make sure he's
Supply
going to get
pad
his minis
constructed.
first. This is really crucial. You don't want to have one of those games where you steal opposite minis on opposite sides. You really want to have your own minis first. Rabbit almost dying there on that flyby. Definitely intimidating for this poor little rabbit. Rabbit's definitely going to go down. Almirante
Leader point earned.
is producing more Jackrabbits. Nick, he's got another one queued up at the moment. This map, 4 Jackrabbits for Almirante on the map at the moment. Now getting aggressive. Mike is about to be 100% aware
Our
of the
base is under
situation, while at
attack.
the same time, Almirante is going to scout the second generator. That's going to mean a lot to him.
Generator
Mike is
upgrade
going to have to go
complete.
for Marine Grenade to try and counter this as best as possible. Mike sealing one of those minis.
Mike
Actually,
can't buy the mini
Mike.
base behind his
Oh,
base.
no, this mini
He
base
can't
could
buy
be
the mini
yoinked.
base.
Mike is actually not going to buy that mini. Almirante could steal it from behind the base. Flame drop now coming down as well while these rabbits are here. Flame
Both
drop
of
to
them.
counter flame drop. Mike, look at the micro from Mike actually causing
Yeah.
the Jackrabbits to miss.
Generator constructed.
That's amazing.
His flamers aren't even shooting.
I love seeing
I don't
that.
necessarily know if you can micro like that.
Hashtag PC.
With the flamers.
Nicholas. Hashtag PC.
Yes.
So players actually trading minis.
He's gonna be able to get
quite
turrets
Mini
up.
base complete.
Yep.
Now, I was definitely 100% wrong about the
Our
mirror.
base is under attack.
So, generator's now going down as well for Almirante. Second gen is
Are
up
you
and
sure?
getting upgraded. Just the fact that, I mean, I guess Mike didn't make any
Okay, I
rabbits,
see I see the second gen. I'm looking at the map right now, and it is a perfect mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Turret constructed.
Mike is now sitting at 1,000 power, gets the base upgrade ASAP, starting the upgrade at 349. So he's going to be looking really good. Tech 2 before 5 minutes. Going to be looking pretty delicious. Of course, getting a couple units out, depending if he goes for Flame Hogs. We could see a Flame Hog mirror
Our base is
matchup.
under attack.
The biggest advantage, though, right now goes in the hands of Almirante, as he's going to be able to pick bases, while Mike is going to just simply have to defend. Going to be taking down this mini as well at the same time.
Might get a bit of trouble.
He honestly, he's not looking very good at the moment, just simply because of his
No.
defense.
Well, he did get
Mike
tech
could lose
2.
this.
He got tech 2.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, we're
didn't
being
see that
very
just a second
drastic,
ago.
okay? We're being very drastic.
Marines
We're saying,
reporting.
you know, it's like I can't base it off of a mini base loss that he's going to lose this game. But I will say that airpad is going down now for Mike. No backup units despite that, so we might just opt in for Hornet play. This map is a really, really, really good map for that, considering that it's so big and the lanes are so long, it takes forever to travel down them. Sensor tower going down right now
Our
for
base
Mike
is under
Beaston as well.
attack. Leader power ready.
Jackrabbits are just going to get
Airpad
free reign on
constructed.
more mini bases now. 2 mini bases to 4.
Supply
soon to
pad
be
upgrade complete.
0 mini bases to 6. At this rate,
Mini base ready to
we
use.
seeing Hornets.
Seeing a double airpad off the main from Mike. Meanwhile, Almi
Marines
now
under
getting his
fire
bases
from
up.
hostile
Is
vehicles.
tech 2 up? What do we have back there?
Ooh,
Oh, a little flame drop,
ring
little double flame drop there
That's
for Mike.
actually going to prevent the kill of his mini there, so that's very good that he's actually able
Our
to
base
defend
is under
that.
attack.
Turrets are going to be shredding Mike's units though from afar down below.
Supply pad
Simply because
constructed.
Should
Sensor
be able
tower.
to survive this year.
Yeah.
Supply pad upgrade
One
complete.
Hornet will actually kill all of these rabbits fairly quickly if Almirante is not prepared.
Yeah.
An entire species, right?
Heat of battle looks like as well.
I'm
So these Hornets gonna help do extra damage here. Gonna be able to push that back. Mike also picking up a secondary base on his side.
I'm
Our
wondering-
base is under attack.
I'm wondering if Almirante is gonna scout this. As I take a look, he does have units nearby for vision, but he has yet to actually send them over to scout that base. Definitely need to be careful of that. Of course, Almirante would certainly know that, and seeing that Mike is just 100% fortified.
Hornet reporting for duty.
Once again, the micro from Mike should change his gamer tag to that. Gonna be able to actually dodge most of these Jackrabbit shots.
Our base
while
is
doing
under
a little
attack.
bit of DPS to these buildings. 4 Hornets now for Mike at the same time. Almirante making some Hornets as well, and Flame Warthogs actually not deciding to opt in for the Wolverines at the moment. Kinsano now rolling out as well for Almirante.
Almi finally taking out Mike's mini base behind him. Mike cleaning up his side of the map as well.
Yeah.
48 to 46 right now in favor of Mike. Get the Hornets out. Do we have any Warthogs? I'm sorry,
Leader
Marines coming
power
out?
ready.
No,
Not
he's
yet,
sticking
not
straight
yet.
to the Flame Hogs.
I mean, realistically speaking, I guess he doesn't need them
Hornet
just yet
ready.
because he doesn't have an expansion that he needs to defend.
Our
or
base
anything
is
like
under
that.
attack.
So instead, what he should do is just keep producing more Hornets
Upgrade
and Flame Hogs
complete.
until he feels he needs to opt into more Wolverines. Because all it takes is 2 or 3 in this situation. He'll do a lot of DPS to these units. Mike actually double pumping
Mini
Hornets,
base
as we know,
constructed.
dropping in units. All he needs to do is mass air and then just
Hostile ground
drop
troops
all
are
of his
trying
units
their
that he
luck.
can.
Barracks constructed.
Nearly 3rd point as well, so... Oh, Almirante does have vision of this expansion, though. Mike just now getting an upgrade, and meaning that it might actually survive if he gets his Hornets over here quick enough, and he is immediately rallying all of his units over. Having the red line of the
Gonna be a
Hornets
big
as well as
engagement.
the Warthogs, yeah. Flame
Mike's
Ball
gotta
going
keep this
down to
base
the
alive.
base. Yeah, Mike's going to have to cancel some of these. Almirante realizes
Supply
that he
pad
certainly
constructed.
cannot throw his army away in this simple little engagement. The fact that Mike
No.
did get that base upgraded is looking really good for him. We
Supply
should see
pad
some Wolverine
constructed.
pumps coming out right about now, as we do, just as I said. Once he sees the army, he's like, okay, now we need to make some. Mike could run through this
Hornet
army.
under fire from
That
enemy
might be
air
something he does right now.
units.
Nope, I
Supply
would just
pad
continue
constructed.
attacking here, which Mike is going to see that if he
Yeah.
focuses the
He
units.
should be
and
able to
makes them-
steamroll this.
Great Warthog drops there as well.
Great
If he
drop.
focus fires, though, he's going to kill the Wolverine before it even gets here. Second Wolverine rallying down as well. Mike just going to keep target firing Wolverines. And honestly, there's the Rams going down on the Warthog drop from Almirante as well. Honestly, this is still in
73
favor
to
of Mike.
38.
Mike's actually going to be able to kill a lot of these units. Honestly, this engagement could honestly decide a lot of what's going to happen for the rest of the game here. Killing nearly every single Warthog in the mix. Very few Wolverines
50-22.
keep coming. They are daisy chaining and getting picked off one at a time here in this situation. Nicholas just has to back off.
Hornet
He
waiting
just
for
killed
orders.
so many army units for Almirante. Mike just needs to buy a second base.
Air level 1 researched.
Fortify his second base and then start producing a little bit different units.
Leader power
and
ready.
a different kind of production style. Swap over to something. Maybe you could go Hogs too, or even some interesting things
Got
like
some
Combat Tech
vehicles you
Marines
want
or
dealt with?
something along those lines. But he definitely needs to swap up at the moment.
Our base is under attack.
Cyclops coming out as well for Mike Beaston. Interestingly enough, these Hornets should just continue their attack. This army for Almirante is really not that intimidating at the moment.
Hornet is under artillery.
Armory constructed.
Mike just getting an army up as well, going to be producing some units. The Cansano, and then
Turret
producing
constructed.
Cyclops out of his barracks at the same time, Nicholas. Still mass-producing Hornets, though. Hornets and Gales, it seems.
Yeah.
Show me some
That's a
armor.
questionable decision.
Still with the wolf push right here. I don't know if you can necessarily push with these
Our base
wolves,
is
though.
under attack.
And he's
No.
got them in a pretty easy spot to get picked
Yeah,
there. Maybe
Mike
keep them on the
just
other side of the
keeps
wall,
picking
separate
them.
them from the army here.
Yeah, just keep focus firing
Just
the
poor
wolves.
Mike
as they're
right there
upgrading.
from Almi.
Almirante's going to lose even
Headquarters
more
upgrade
units here.
complete.
Honestly, after that next wolf pick, Mike just needs to get aggressive. Don't care about that Cansano.
bogeys
It's
on
just
my
going to
tail.
keep escaping you. If you keep chasing it down, it's just stalling time at this
ready
point.
to smash some vehicles.
Well, if he lets it get away, then he might. That Cansano could cause some problems on the other side of the map.
Yeah,
Let's
good
deal with this now. And as
Leader
soon as that
power
shield
ready.
drops,
it
look at
can't
how weak
even-
it is.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. It's just going to easily get picked off here if he keeps chasing it. Wolverine's now in a
Gonna
good
get the
position to support. Almirante just losing so many units one by one. Mike is just going to back off. Mike, of course, at the same time, having
Mike can
units
get
in
a
hold
little scout
position.
here.
Yeah.
He knows that there's only one turret on the base.
Wolverine ready for
He can
orders.
easily fight this army. It's 77 to 36 right now.
Yeah.
In favor of Mike. His drops have to be coming back around in just a second or so. He's about to have Inferno as well. Maybe that's what he's
Our
waiting for to
base
make
is
that
under
final
attack.
push.
Yeah, once Mike gets the rocket upgrade on this Hornets as well, he's going to be looking extra intimidating. As I take a look, he's getting it upgraded
Some
right
Cyclops
now.
as well coming in.
Nice drop as well on that army is actually going to stall.
They each
some
dropped
of
in.
Mike.
You know, Almi losses right there.
Yep. So guess what? Mike's just going to be able to have free reign on this mini base. Definitely could just swing
Wingman
around and go hit the
researched.
other one. I mean, just at the same time, look at this: 36 army
Our
population,
base
to
is under attack.
77 for Mike. So Mike's trying to claw his way back into this series now, and he's doing a good job of it.
Yeah, so far dominating Almirante at his own game with Cansano here. Double checking, making sure there's no secondary bases from Almi. I think he's in a little bit of disbelief that Almirante is just that pinned back right now.
Yeah.
As you see, he doesn't want to make the push, wants to play it a little bit carefully. Inferno, I believe, is his next leader point in just a second or so. He's got plenty of money saved up for it as well. Meanwhile, Almirante's economy, not looking good here.
Wolverine reporting for
Yeah,
duty.
1,600 supply right now for Mike. I'm assuming that he just put down a generator. He did, so he is going to be getting a little bit better power income. Definitely just needs to buy a third base right now, considering his map dominance, just flying his Hornets around the map to apply extra pressure. With the Rockets upgrades, now they're going to be doing a lot more
Generator
base
constructed.
damage than they normally did. Building damage. So very easily going to be picking off some units. Almirante just spreading his units out properly whenever he can to chase down the Hornets. Of course,
being
Mike
attacked
is
by
not going to be
enemy
silly
air
enough to
units.
overextend in the wrong spot at the wrong time. How many wolves now? 6 for Almirante total. Also, at the same time, Nick, pay attention to the map.
Someone
Not
get
a
these
single
fly
power
boys
node
out of
has been
my hair.
grabbed until right now.
Better late than ever, I suppose, but you'd like to see those picked up a lot sooner. Looks like Almirante's getting a little aggressive. This could be the engagement that decides it for you. Almirante probably going to start backing up. Needs to separate those Hornets and those Wolves. Can't all units them. Going to be able to escape there.
Grabbing
And here's a
second node
leader
as well.
point for Almi.
Leader power ready.
Their base being
Generator
picked up right now
upgrade
from
complete.
Mike.
Ooh, an aggressive one. I think he should certainly buy his own his own expansion first before he tries something like this. But his army's in such a good position to
reporting.
defend it.
Over.
I mean, why not? In all realistic viewpoints, I mean, makes sense. Getting Cansano
Yeah.
Cyclops finally as well.
I'm getting
Oh,
hit
here
from
we go.
artillery.
Another
Should be
big
fine with it.
engagement now. Wolverines will be pushing out right out the front door of Almirante. Almirante going to be target fired here. Unless he's pulled back, he really needs to take this engagement elsewhere. Mike cannot handle this with all the wolves, in my opinion, even with all the Cyclops in his mix. Depends
Mike's
on...
still fine. 98 units just dropped him in. He did not for Inferno.
and Almirante doesn't even have rockets on his Hornets. That's actually really bad for him. This engagement is much more one-sided than I predicted.
94 to 43.
Oh,
In
Mike just
favor
walked
of
over
Mike.
that army. Almirante forced to pull back and play defense here. Of course, we've seen Almirante come out of these really rough situations before, but now Mike is
Fire
up
base
3 bases
constructed.
to 1. Not really much Almirante can do past
Supply
this point,
pad
despite
upgrade complete.
just trying to win the little battles. If I take a look here at his upgrades, he's now getting his base upgraded to Tech 3 just now, while Mike has been sitting at Tech 3 for a while.
Under attack from enemy
And Mike's in complete control here.
Yeah,
It's only
absolutely.
a matter of time before
Garage
Almirante
constructed.
takes the loss here.
I'm surprised he isn't just
It's on
going
a
Supply
flame
pad
also out
constructed.
for Mike.
He's just furthermore putting himself in a really comfortable position to get into the late game.
Upgrade complete.
Of course, there we go, buying the second base in front of Almirante. Building a house on his front lawn. All he needs to do is get the bases upgraded, get siege turrets, and it's pretty much going to be the worst
Supply
case scenario
pad
for Almirante.
constructed.
Almirante having to get aggressive with his
Reporting for
10
duty.
Hornets. And guess who also has 10 Hornets?
Our
Actually,
base
13.
is under attack.
Mike Beaston. There we go,
I
splitting his
don't
units here.
necessarily know if this is an engagement that Almirante wants to play around with.
Oh, this is actually
Under
going
air
to be quite
Air
the
level 2 research.
bad situation for Almirante. Almirante's going to have to pull back. Still doesn't have the rocket upgrades, and the Hornets here can just chase at the same speed and shred these units. And Almirante does resign. Mike Beaston bringing the series
Nothing he could do
2-1.
there.
Crazy, man.
Mike dominated.
Kaboom, I appreciate you, but players should be able to use their
can
favorite
see.
leaders. Mike Beaston now going as Cansano as well in the blue side, opting for the rabbit, of course. And on the red side, we have Almirante, who's not making anything off the rip, actually. Just decided to buy the supply pad. So, on a map that has a big old mini with 2
If we're going to produce any
building
power,
slots
we'll
on it,
need a generator.
it's actually not a bad idea just to sprint at it as quickly as you can, especially spawning on this side, where Almirante did spawn. and just spending that supply on the big mini.
We need a generator to produce power.
Going generator second here as well.
Center map picked up.
Almirante is
Almi.
actually saving that power just to upgrade his generator here.
Generator constructed.
Smart play. Always want that first generator upgraded.
Yeah. On the flip side, though, Mike, based on having this rabbit, is going to allow him to get not only these power crates here right on Almirante's side of the map, but also complete map vision and knowledge on all the mini bases. So, it's pretty awesome.
See how many mini bases
Mini
he
base
decides to pick up
complete.
here.
Supply pad constructed.
Yeah, there we go. Right now, deciding to go and grab the power crates still. Just going to collect them all. Almirante just grabbing some supply crates on the map as best he can. Completely normal build as of right now. I personally believe that Almirante will opt in for
Supply
more
pad
Consano play. Just
constructed.
going all these supply pads, not a single barracks.
Supply pad
That is
constructed.
pretty much confirmation to just let me know that actually he's going for supply pad. So maybe he's just trying to get as
Supply
quick.
Mike
pad
got gem
upgrade
fifth.
complete.
Yeah, might
Quick
sack
tech it
that
is.
last one and just get to the power game as quickly as you can. Mike stealing Almirante's mini on the side. Buying
Generator
his own mini base at the
constructed.
same time.
He did sack the one on his base, and he's going to go Gen 5th there.
Marines under
Mike
assault
actually
from
does
enemy
have
ground
a second
forces.
generator more quickly than Almirante does. More promising. That's what he gets for not having to buy the middle mini.
And I was so
And now I wouldn't be surprised
Mini base
if Mike
ready to
goes and
use.
purchases the third mini or even the fourth one on the map.
receiving fire
Yeah, he's
from
probably going to
ground
get all the
troops.
ones surrounding it.
Mini base constructed.
Let's see how it goes here for Mike. He's going to be
Our
scooting out
base
across
is
the map.
under attack.
Is he going to buy this mini?
Marines are ready
Yes,
to
he
go.
certainly is. Yes, he's... Okay, there it is. I really was hoping he wouldn't embarrass me there. Almirante getting the upgrade on his generator, but I bet you Mike's already sitting there. He is. 2 upgraded generators. Nick at 2 minutes, 30 seconds. That can only mean the
Supply
quickest tech
pad
available
constructed.
to both players.
Yeah, it looks like they're both just quick teching. Not really going to see an engagement this early part.
Yeah, Mike's saying, you know what, I really don't care about the power nodes in this situation. I'm just going to grab both these garrisons middle map, as a lot of you guys are now seeing. If you actually hold these
Mini
two
base
garrisons,
complete.
you can shred both buildings attached to the mini at all times. It's actually very
Almost going to
frustrating.
pick
Our
up
base is under
the mini
attack.
base on Mike's side of the map.
There we go.
Should
So
him sleeping a little bit there.
building slots wise, it's completely even. But mini base control and production for units is still in favor of Mike if he opts to go in
Sound
for
off,
Marines.
Marines.
Just kind of get them out as quickly as possible and use his drops to his best ability. Of course, I'm surprising, Nick, we have not seen combat tech Marines yet out of either player. They've just opted into tech 2 vehicles or air every time.
Under fire from
Yeah.
ground troops.
Against Samir, might as well just switch into vehicles. I wouldn't necessarily play the ground game just because those flame hogs are going to do a tremendous amount of damage to those Marines.
Yeah.
Back or what?
Almirante now getting a size.
We're seeing a big engagement in the center.
Yeah, exactly. He's just deciding, you know what, hey, fine. And then Mike actually is going to be rallying his armies to the middle as well.
These guys are
However, it's
really
almost
annoying.
worth just abandoning this situation, in my opinion, considering that Almirante might have the better army comp. It's very close, though.
We did things are good.
Jackrabbit's now applying pressure from the left side as well. Going to be pushing every 3 rabbits here for Almirante. Almirante is loving the rabbit play. Actually doing a significant amount of DPS to these
Supply pad
Marines.
constructed.
Rabbits on rabbits are always cringy to watch just from all the shots they miss.
Command center upgrade
But
complete.
Mike isn't moving this one rabbit, so it could easily get shredded. There we go.
Mike in favor of the 33 to 18 on the unit count.
Yeah,
Just
at the moment.
building them across the
Our
map,
base
and
is
they're
under
just
attack.
converging from every corner of the map.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at with having a little bit better Marine production here. Could definitely be more in his favor. The flip side is, though, at the moment, guess what? Neither player's opted in for Marine Grenade, Nicholas. So, interesting decisions. Almirante deciding to back off and let
Airpad
that
and
pad
vehicle.
go.
Airpad
So
constructed.
Mike's opted for double airpad on his main.
Big
Meanwhile,
surprise.
Almi,
The enemy sent vehicles after
airpad,
us.
Our
vehicle,
base is under attack.
supply pad, excuse me.
No, he didn't even do it.
So he didn't double. Oh, okay, he's got an airpad being actually producing Hornets already on the mini base on Mike's side of the map. I don't necessarily agree with that because as soon as that one Hornet trails across the map, Mike's
Supply
going to
pad
figure it out very
constructed.
quickly. Going to stop that, push Almi down to 1
Hornet waiting
production
for
airpad, and that could spell trouble for Almirante. It's a sneaky play. I don't think it's necessarily going to pay off.
Leader point earned.
Units.
See that
Our base is under
Hornet is
attack.
trailing. We'll see if Mike picks up on it.
Oh, he 100% is
Hostile
about to
ground
be like,
troops are
wait a
trying their
second.
luck.
Hornet just came from behind me. Where did that come from?
Where'd you come from, little Hornet? Almirante opting in for the hell
Comes a
drop
flame
upgrade
drop.
times 2. And guess
Supply
what?
pad upgrade
Mike
complete.
did not. Mike is opting for different upgrades. Maybe he went for red line or something along those lines. It totally depends.
Hey, watch it.
Mike actually has
Under
the
assault from enemy ground.
lesser of these armies here, in my opinion. Drop turret flying in from behind. That's what he purchased right there. Actually a very good drop location as well, because that can also fire the mini base if Almirante decides to back up on his units. Now the difficult position for
Our base
Almirante
is under
is
attack.
that he is still trailing his units across the map. Of course, going for the mini base on his side is a very good option. But like you said, Nicholas, all it takes is for Mike Beaston to put 2 and 2 together, and then he's just going to attack and deal with the Hornet production on his side of the
He
map.
should figure it out right here. Ooh, he pulls that Hornet away at the left. Okay, Mike's got his rally point set on that mini base. He figured it out.
Yeah. These Hornets
So,
are about to catch each
there
other
we'll
in
go
the middle
that.
of the map here. Actually, very, very one-sided here. Almirante could
Hornet
very
here.
easily take that fight, having 5 Hornets. Mike's going to have to rally more air units to support. There's no way he can just let that one go.
Our base is under
This
attack.
game's going to be really unbalanced in just a second once that air pad is gone. Let's see what he's getting. He's getting a Hornet on it 20 seconds out. That Hornet's not going to come out. It's going to quickly go into Mike Bison's favor.
Yeah. Trading mini bases, however, the production building for Almirante going down is honestly a bigger deal. Because now Mike can just pick
He might
this
picks up a
base.
secondary base on his next push.
Yeah, most likely. And you can also go and defend his other mini here with his Hornet population. I bet
Our
you
base
that's
is under
exactly what
attack.
he's doing, rallying more units. Still sitting on double air pad and just double producing Hornets. Totally fair. Really good idea on this map, especially considering that the travel paths are so open. Just going to be able to just keep flying around, applying that pressure, doing some damage. Taking names, 2 in bubblegum. Gonna lose this mini though, unfortunately.
62 to 40 right now. Yeah, there's the air pad coming up on Almi's main that we talked about.
Hornet
If Mike
reporting
makes a
duty.
push here, gets a good push as well, he can
Air pad
pretty much
constructed.
take the
Mini
upper
base
hand here,
ready to use.
find himself in game
Headquarters
number
upgrade
5.
complete.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. Hornets almost had a little bit of a dance there going on. I wonder who's going to hit the Tech 3 game first. Actually, they're both at Tech 3 at the moment, Nick. Just because of the Hornet production. Mike now getting rockets
Hornet
as
ready.
well. Almirante and Mike are nearly at the exact
Man.
same upgrade time for their rockets. Look at that. That's actually astonishing.
Our base is under attack.
Considering that Almirante had to build a second air pad on his main, it's telling. Mike needs to just get a scout on that base, I think.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you.
Wingmen
Almirante
research.
decided
Almi
to be
making a big
aggressive.
push here.
That's actually pretty good because he could cut production immensely.
He's going to have a
here.
leader drop too.
Oh, gotta get that unit away there, Mike. Oh no, that Hornet is gonna get chased
Got
down
both
there
on my
from
tail.
Mike off the spawn. Very tough, of course. Still, Mike Beaston up by 10 army supply at the moment.
Our base
Does
is
pick
under
his first
attack.
supply pad. Almirante saying, I don't care about your generators. I'm just gonna go for
Leader
the supply
power
pads
ready.
and cut your production in half.
Under fire from enemy
Mike
air
Beaston
units.
still up
Over.
10
Mike
supply.
put himself in a little bit of a bad position.
Mike, you gotta micro those units out. Big army rally here as well. There it goes. Got to single fire the units. It's gonna be a big air battle
Point
here,
under
chasing
fire
each other
from
around.
enemy air
Almirante
units.
with a great micro, but Mike's not slow enough to react there. Warthog's dropping in from Mike as well. The rockets from those Flamehogs are actually gonna be a huge
Mike's going to
help.
clean all this up.
Gonna get some
Mike
anti-air
just
support.
totally
anything right now,
wiped
Pat.
the army of Almirante. Almirante got too confident there. Great splits, but a little too late in this situation.
Holy smokes, he just wiped that army. I don't think he lost anything.
He's sitting
70
at
to
70.
24
Our
on the
base
unit
is under
count.
attack.
Mike's got to get
Supply
aggressive here.
pad constructed.
Absolutely amazing how Mike just decides to opt in
Hornet
for
here.
Kinsano, and all of a sudden the games are so different. Mike looking really good now in this mirror matchup. Of course, if he would have lost this game,
just
he
saw
would have
this
gone
before,
down.
though.
He would have been out.
Mike
Supply
putting
pad
himself in a
upgrade
weird position.
complete.
Needs to, yeah, there he goes. He's pulling back towards the center of the map. I wouldn't necessarily focus on those minis right now. Just push up to the main. You just get a quick scout. You realize he's only
Our
got
base
one
is under
turret on there.
attack.
And you outclass him. You pretty much double his units right now. He just needs a quick scout to figure out how much of an advantage he actually has on this game right
Hornet
now.
reporting. Over.
Man, I love this mirror matchup play. When there's the only difference is player skill. And that's 100% what we're seeing right now.
Who does it better?
Exactly. Kinsano, of course, a very interesting UNSC leader where a lot of people feel she's overpowered in a lot of ways with her drops and various
Our
other
base is under
fire
attack.
strikes, such as napalm missiles as well as
Got
Inferno,
both. He's on my tail.
which I will
Hornet ready.
maybe potentially review
Mike
with.
finding the army. Gonna start ripping these Hornets.
Yeah. And honestly, as you guys can see,
78 to 43.
These rockets flying out from the Flame Hogs are actually really, really good, especially with these Vet 1 Flame Hogs, to do a lot of DPS to these Hornets at the same time. So, although they aren't necessarily, you know, anti-air, they are doing a lot of damage to the air units.
Hornet waiting for orders. Hornet under fire from enemy
Look at the
ground
speed
troops.
of this army as well. Almirante just trying to get anything he can. Smokes going down on the mini as well will actually protect it enough for Mike Bison to get in a good
Our
position.
base is
That's
under
a
attack.
fantastic Y button there. Or I
Hornet
guess
here.
E button for Mike.
Mike actually not gonna engage those Hornets. Surprising. Does he have turrets on his main? He's getting turrets on his main, trying to at least.
Yeah.
Turret constructed.
At some point, Mike just
Air
has to
level
engage
2
his army
researched.
and pretty much end it.
Yeah.
80 to 55 in favor of Mike.
I've got bogeys on my
Leader
tail.
point
With
earned.
1,700 resources. Need the secondary base as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Our base is under attack.
Hornets
I know
now.
that mini base is gonna go down at the center of the map.
Reinforcements
Yeah.
level 1 researched.
Believe it or not, the army population is getting scary close right now, but I
Hornet
believe
reporting for
that
duty.
right now Mike is ahead
Hellbringer
in terms
under
of
attack by enemy
upgrades.
vehicles.
He has to be, quite simply because Almirante, while Mike was actually
Turret
upgrading his
constructed.
units, Almirante was just repopulating. Down by a little bit. Unfortunately, Cansano's LPs don't actually do a lot towards these air units.
Mike just got reinforcements as well here.
Hornet ready.
Yeah,
Not going to be able to drop in a great amount of units.
Ooh, fighting
Turret
against
Needs to
upgrades.
back off this engagement.
Yeah, I would not
Yeah,
stay
needs
here.
to back off this.
Drop turret as well coming out for Mike. Almirante says, okay, well, I'll just pull back and try to attack it.
Mini base
Mike
constructed.
Oh my,
actually trying to
Mike's
stay on
actually
top
losing
of
a
it.
lot of units
Air
here.
level
Losing a
2
lot. It's
research.
actually the difference is only there
Turret
comes the drop
constructed.
as well for Mike. Now able to
Yeah,
get
not
more
too concerned
aggressive.
now, actually.
Our allies are in trouble.
Almirante losing a lot of Hornets there as he tries to speed away, but at the same time, Almirante is able to pull back and his base 39 army supply to 61. Man, so close actually.
Hornet reporting. Over.
Anti-air
It's the push
turrets
we've been
are
waiting
so
for.
Our
good.
base is
Yeah,
under
here comes
attack.
the flame drop as well, and the anti-air turret just focus firing it before the Hornets do come in.
64-39.
Yeah, getting the other turret in the back as well,
Supply
upgraded
pad
to fight the
constructed.
air units is going to be very good for
Turret
Almirante in this
upgraded.
situation. Target firing these few hogs that are out of position. Focus firing the one-shots as well is really crucial for Almirante. Almirante is actually doing a fantastic job dealing with some of these Vet 2
Hornet
Hornets.
under fire.
The anti-air turrets are actually
Almirante
doing a lot. Almirante doing
in
a
the lead.
fantastic job since
Leader power
Mike
ready.
split his entire army, Nick, and was actually not able to do much about this. Almirante's going to kill all of Mike's Hornets. What in the world?
Mike
Almirante-
is not, but he needs that secondary
Enemy is
base.
attacking with
Yeah, he's so
He did
far
that before he
behind.
made that engagement, I think.
Oh no, Almirante honestly could get super aggressive. He has to pull back and kill this tank real quick. This turret, honestly, alone could potentially kill those things. So
Did
Almirante
anyone
needs
take
to
out
get
that artillery
immediately
before
aggressive
it blows
here.
out of the sky?
Needs to cut the army population more and more and more before
Hornet
Mike
here.
actually gets more units up. Mike is sitting at 20 army supply.
Supply
to
pad upgrade
51. Nick,
complete.
that was just a complete flop.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Mike just a poor engagement right there. If he had a secondary base and had repopulated after making that engagement, it wouldn't have really mattered. But right now, Almirante can climb back into this game.
Yeah. He's gonna be doing a lot of
Hornet
DPS.
waiting
It's just
for
as you said, Nick. Once Mike had complete map control,
base
he
is under
totally
attack.
missed the opportunity to buy a base. All these flame drops now as well coming in for Almirante. Gonna be doing a lot of DPS to Mike's things. Gonna lose a lot. What is this? Supply pad going down. Almirante sacking a generator now sitting at 1,700 power. Knows that he needs more income from more Hornets. And actually on the flip side, Mike sacking one of the generators to go for a vehicle
Hornet
depot
ready.
instead.
Leader power ready.
Mike can now double the army supply as well. With Mike being
Air upgrade 3.
That's actually incredibly intimidating. Nick, this could be another one of those
But he
games
had-
that's completely
He's in
bad.
trouble though. Yeah.
Hornet here.
Nobody
Almirante
has a
has to
secondary
be
base.
aggressive.
Nobody has a
Supply
power
pad
node.
upgrade complete.
65-44 in favor of Almi.
Almi needs a second base right now. If Almirante
Leader
puts down
power
his
ready.
second base before Mike, then he is going to
Air
surge
level 3
so far
researched.
ahead in the game. Bo
Yeah,
sitting
he
on
should
Tech 3.
easily take over.
Mini base complete.
Almirante going to be losing bases here, but of course because Mike is pushing this. Almirante is soon going to have map knowledge of where
Supply pad
Mike's
upgrade complete.
army is.
Let's see the engagement right here.
Hornet reporting
Yeah.
for duty.
Here come the backup
fire.
orders
Don't
from
know if Almirante has
Almirante.
Tech 3 or Aero Period 3. We'll find out very quickly.
I
he's
think
getting
he
shredded.
is
Our
just
base is
getting
under
up right
attack.
now. The one Wolverine in that mixture
Can I get some
is doing
anti-air
a lot.
support?
This is what I'm talking about, though. Where's the second base from Almirante? He could be defending here instead of getting aggressive. Mike Beaston now ahead by 7 army population. Of course,
Wolverine under fire from enemy
equally ahead in
vehicles.
terms of he actually has the reinforcements 1 upgrade also. Oh my god.
60 to 43 in favor of Mike now. Will we see anyone
Supply
pick up a second
pad
base this game?
constructed.
New question of the day.
No. No second base for anybody.
Hornet waiting for
I don't
orders.
think I've seen a 1v1 played like this.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Just one base, double pumping the whole time.
Just refusing to get the secondary base.
Yeah, well, Mike's got to surge ahead just from having the Wolves in the mix. Almirante.
He's already got reinforcements 1.
Yeah.
Supply pad
Oh boy.
constructed.
There's the
It's gonna be
engagement.
really ugly.
I don't think his Hornets are going to be able to get out of there in time. Ooh, he like actually opts to go for the mini base. Almirante pushing straight for
Supply
Mike's
pad
main.
constructed.
Look at the push across the map, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he's just got to get aggressive, try to do something. The problem is, Nick, all the anti-air turrets sitting on Mike's
He's got
base.
anti-air turrets.
Hornet here.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Mike actually going to go back to deal with this, maybe? No.
I think he might just get aggressive.
Our base is
Anti-air
under
turrets
attack.
upgraded on Fort are just so ridiculously strong. There goes the
Oh, the
Inferno on the
Inferno drop.
main. I was waiting for something like this. Hellbringer's
Supply
drop
pad
in as
upgrade
well as
complete.
Kinsano's drop at the same time. Hell drop coming in.
Mike's
Going to be
backing
doing a
up.
lot of DPS in this situation. Mike is actually going to be in a terrible situation if he doesn't get back here in time. A lot of these buildings will go down. 3 buildings go down. 4 buildings go down. 5, 6. 1 building is left on the base, Nick. And Mike
Oh my.
resigns?
He just put himself in just one bad position.
Oh no! Mike knocked out by Almirante 3-1, and
Yep.
Mike is gonna
Not
go
knocked
into the losers bracket. Sorry, knocked
Losers
down.
bracket.
Knocked down. I'm sorry to scare all of you. If you enjoy Breaking the Clutch content and want to get more involved, join our Discord server to find teammates, community, and the ability to chat with us directly. Furthermore, follow us on Twitch to join the experience live, where we play our favorite Halo games and hang out with our audience multiple times a week. You'll find the links to both of these in the description of the video down below. Thank you for participating in our community, and enjoy the video.